Hey everybody, welcome. I've got an exciting week coming up. My brother and I are going to ride the Arkansas and Oklahoma sections of the Transamerica Trail. Got the bike loaded up. I'm just finishing up here. I got to head to his house. I'm running a little bit late, so I'll catch you up on exactly what the Transamerica Trail is in the truck. We are in the truck. We got the bikes and the gear loaded in the back. We got about 6 hours to get to West Helena, Arkansas. The Transamerica Trail is a route really that spans over 5,000 miles from the East Coast to North Carolina all the way to the West Coast in Oregon. And what makes it unique is it's somewhere around 90% unpaved. So it's back roads, fire roads, logging roads, that kind of thing. We are going to do the Arkansas and Oklahoma section, which is about 1,000 miles. Probably take us about 5 days. And the idea is you just ride as far as you want to each day and then find a place to either camp or get a hotel. And our plan is to ride and camp every night along the way. All right, this is day 2 of the TAT trip. We're at Long Pool Recreation Area. Really cool campground. We've got camp set up. It's got a really nice swimming hole. We went and took a dip down there, and now we're just whooping up some dinner. We were supposed to be here last night. I didn't do a summary last night because it was 9 o'clock. We've been riding for over 12 hours. We were dirty, we were tired, we were hungry. So we decided to stop, got a hotel, ate something, took a shower, went to bed. It's day 1. We traveled 230 miles. Day 1, a lot of gravel. I would say 2/3 of the trip was gravel. In the late afternoon, we got away from the gravel and started getting into some good either pavement or packed dirt roads, and that was a lot of fun. But the gravel was a little bit of a grind. I did lay the bike over crossing a creek on day 1. No damage though. Day 2, much better. We traveled 125 miles. We had a good mix of hard pack and pavement today. It was a lot of fun. The scenery was really good. My brother laid his over crossing a creek. No damage to the bike, but he pulled a hammy, so he's a little gimpy now. Because it's taken us much longer to cover ground than we thought, we're changing up the plan. Looks like we are actually only going to make it through Arkansas. Once we get into Oklahoma, I think we're going to start heading south back to Texas. Here's some good footage of what we've done for the last 2 days, and I will give you another update tomorrow. Day 3, lots of fun. There was very little pavement. We put in about 150 miles. Most of that was hard pack, so we were flying through the woods. We were climbing. We got some good vistas and views. We found some little side trails that were pretty technical, some rocks and some climbs and stuff. We stopped in Oark and had a really good lunch, and we met Ray from Florida there, and he joined us from there all the way here to Devil's Den State Park, where we're going to stay the night.
The light's getting kind of low, it's running out of light. I'm gonna have to go ahead and set up camp, but here's a recap of today.
Day 4. From Devil's Dead State Park to the Oklahoma-Arkansas state line, there was only about 60 miles of TAT left. So when we got to the state line, we went south and Ray continued on west. From there, we drove down to Broken Bow, Oklahoma, where we were going to stay the night in Beavers Bend State Park. But it was really hot, so we opted to get a hotel instead. Anyway, even though it was a short day, we still had some pretty good trails and got some good footage, so I'll show that to you now. After doing 500 miles on the TAT, I learned a few things. I've got 5 things that I would suggest, or 5 tips that I would offer if you want to try something like this yourself. Number 1, study the maps. Study them as much as you can. Download the tracks into Google Maps, zoom in, look for landmarks, roads, campsites, hotels, gas stations, whatever, but study it, try to know it as best you can. It'll really help in navigating, and it'll help you feel comfortable that you're going the right way. Number 2, know how to use your GPS. Know how to use tracks, know how to use waypoints, know how to zoom in, all that good stuff. The more comfortable you are with your GPS, the more easily you'll navigate and the smoother it'll go. Number 3, buy the best gear you can afford, and that's any gear. Your riding gear, your camping gear, any accessories you put on the motorcycle. The better the stuff is, the better it'll perform, the longer it'll last, the more enjoyable your trip will be. Number 4, lighten your load. The lighter the load, the less stuff you have, the better the bike will handle, the better fuel economy you'll have, the less packing and unpacking you'll do. I just think the bike will be more comfortable. The less you can carry, the better. And number 5, focus on the journey, not on the destination. Don't be afraid to make adjustments. Don't be afraid to change the plan. Don't be afraid to do what you think is going to make the trip most enjoyable, and not necessarily what you thought you were going to do in the first place. And that's it. So I'm going to wrap up here with some still shots that we took along the way. I hope you enjoy.
Oh God, time, you made me feel sweet. And if I'm losing my mind, would you lose yours with me? You made me wanna melt like butter in the pan. It's hard to keep my cool, knowing I'm your man. So let's spend some time wasting it away. Your love is like music. You went and changed the game. We're breaking all the rules. Our side signs don't match. Immigration issues, trying to prove I'm with you. I'm gonna miss you. We'll hate to see you go. Wish time could just go slow. Will truly dim my heart, but it's only time apart. In no time we gon' be right back, right by my side like a monkey on my back.